everybody. Alright, as you can see, I'm in the chicken coop now doing some work. What I'm doing is I'm getting the laying boxes set up, and I'm going to be moving the small chicks in here probably today. They've gotten a little too big for my small little fencing that I got them in right now, and I've been moving them around the yard and stuff, and it's been good, but they need a little bit more room. The ducks have gotten pretty big. Everybody hears you. Everyone hears you. You want to say hello? Talk to the camera. So, well, yeah, so what we're doing today, I've got the supports just put up, and I'm gonna be using 5-gallon buckets for their laying boxes. And what I'll do is I'm gonna cut them a good bit, and that way it'll be a little bit more open for the bigger chickens. And then so I should be able to fit about 8 on the top row, and I think that should be enough. I have enough room on the bottom too, where down here I can put some more supports and do another row of 8. I'm not real sure, or I can, they'll be a little bit higher. They'll be just below here. That way they're not sitting on the ground. But might wait to do that, just because right now we've only got the 9, or the 9 girls laying, and so that'll be enough boxes. And of course, right now they only have 3 boxes, and they share them. Some lay on the floor, so that'll give enough room to spread out for now. And then once the bigger ones, or once the smaller ones get bigger, I can come in and add more. So that's the initial game plan for this right now, is to be able to add on and add more. I don't have enough buckets too, and so I've got 8 buckets that I'm going to use now, and so I'll get more buckets and then build the extra support and end up having 16 laying boxes. So that should be more than enough. They don't need 1 for each chicken, but this pen will work out good too, to get the smaller ones in, so they can continue to get bigger. And that way also they'll have a little bit of acclimation period with the bigger chickens, so they can get used to each other. That way whenever I do integrate them and put them together, it won't be such a big thing. So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm gonna go grab my other buckets and my saw, and I'm gonna cut those up, and I'm gonna mount those. Alright, so that's how it's going to look. So I'm going to cut the other 8 or the other 7, and then I'll go in there and mount them. Alright, so we got the 8 done. We got them cut. Take them right back and install them. So, and I'll show you what else I'm going to do to it once I put them in there. I'll put a little lip on there so it holds the hay in. And then I've got these two 2x4s. I got one that's still pretty straight that I'll use as the lip to put in front of them to keep the hay in, and I've got one that's all wompy and stuff that I'm gonna put directly in front of it, so they have a ledge to kind of get up on and then get into the bucket. So yeah. All right, so we got the buckets put on. I got this lip. Put this lip on here. That way, when I fill this up with hay or fill it up with bedding, it doesn't come out. Also keeps your eggs from rolling out they're kind of leaned back, so it's not, I doubt the eggs will roll. But then, so I had this, you see how it's warped. That warped piece right here, this 2x4, I just screwed it up there. That way they can have a little ledge like that. and be able to get up in their boxes. And then that leaves a lot of room on this side. Eventually I'm gonna put, I gotta get some more wood. Find another, I might have another 2x4 or 2x3 that I could use that I'm gonna put on this side just for a roost. I might do two for a roost on this side, so when they're not sitting or laying, they can be roosting on this side. Leaves a lot more room on the bottom for them to walk around and have room in here. I think this thing is turning out pretty good. I'm actually quite excited for them. But for the time being, it's gonna be for the little ones so they can have room. And out the door right here, I'll keep my little cage that they're in, and then that way I can let them out and they'll be able to get outside, get some fresh air and stuff until they get a little bit big enough. But they're almost there. They're growing fast, but she already wants to get in there and start laying. So they're excited. I'm excited for them. But yeah, that's how I'm doing the boxes, and hopefully it helps somebody else out if they hadn't thought about using 5-gallon buckets or anything like that. I've said it before, but I like being able to use stuff I have around the property, and it saves me money and it works really well. So finished up this day with some badminton. You can clearly tell that I'm the champion, badminton champion right here. Also, Zoe and I are gonna go to a free concert in Lexington, so that's how we're gonna end this day off. A little day-daughter time. Wade will be spending time with Mimo. So thanks for sticking around, and we'll catch you on another one.